All right, welcome back. Now we're going to do another example. In this one, we're going to deal with factoring trigonometric expressions. So I've got two examples, well, two parts of this example that we're going to factor. Now, the thing that I always do, and I recommend to my students, is look at these and treat them as if they were variables, right? Do a u substitution or x. You know, look at this as x squared minus 1. And that might help you see what to do when you're factoring these things. So when I see this, I see x squared minus 1. Well, I also then can look at this and look and see x squared minus 1 squared, right? Because 1 squared is 1. So now I see a difference of two squares, which I can factor. And so when you see that, now I know that this can be factored as secant theta minus 1 times secant theta plus 1. And there's the factoring. Okay? Nice and easy. Okay? So again, we're looking at polynomials that you might look at as like x squared minus y squared. Right? Because when we see this, this is a difference of two squares. Just like I did here, right? Now, what if I have an expression like this? I'm going to do the same thing because I notice that there's a tangent here, right? This term is squared, this term isn't. So immediately I see that this has a what I would call its quadratic in form. Which means, if I do a u substitution or substitute in for x, this would be, in my mind, 4x squared plus x minus 3, right? Well, I can factor that, right? By using all of the techniques that we've learned in algebra, right? And so, let's do that here, right? So I'm looking for factors of what? Negative 12 that equal 1. Okay, or I can use the method of decomposition. Right? And so if I use this, then what do I get? Okay, I get, well, let's see here. So, right, I get negative 12, right? And so, two factors of 12, that gives me 1. Okay, well, it's going to be 4 and negative 3. Right? So all I have to do is decompose the middle term, right? So this is going to be 4x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 3. And now I can just factor by grouping, right? So this is going to be 4x, right, times x plus 1, and then of course this is going to be minus 3 times x plus 1. Okay, and then now you're going to factor again, and what do I get? I get 4x minus 3 quantity times x plus 1. And now all I have to do is just substitute back in for x. And so this is going to be 4 tangent theta minus 3 times tangent theta plus 1. And that's it. So again, you might need a refresher on factoring quadratics and factoring polynomials. You know, you can, there's videos out there for that, but yeah, if you need a refresher, definitely do that, because you'll definitely need to know how to factor these trigonometric expressions. And having those tools that you had before, refreshing those tools for factoring polynomials will definitely help.